So it looks like we got ourselves another major Jordan restock going down tomorrow. Now, this one may actually be worth your time. I'm not going to sit here in front, act like you guys are going to be guaranteed to hit all of the more in-demand pairs. But because you're going to be scrolling through your YouTube feed, seeing a whole bunch of shocked faces, looking a little something like, I thought it would be at least worth our time to discuss the pairs dropping. Plus, nowadays with so many sneaker releases, it feels like so many drops just kind of come and go. It's a great opportunity to look back at some of the dope retro releases which we've seen from Jordan Brand here in 2025. And stay tuned, we got the big retro restock which sneakerheads have been preying on. So to kick things off, tomorrow we're gonna see the Black Cat 3s returning. This is the first retro release of the year, the one that really kicked off things. And I feel like at the time when these dropped, you know, a lot of people were just coming off Christmas, so I think this is a drop which a lot of people are kind of like doubling back on, which when you talk about these Black Cat 3s, a cult classic sneaker which originally dropped back in 2007, which at that time, these were just kind of considered another Jordan 3 colorway, but I think over time, people grew to appreciate these a whole lot more. Some interesting details on this shoe would be the elephant print present on the laces, as well as that little touch of patent leather that you guys see on the midsole featured on the upper. So next up here, we got the Flu Game 12s, a sneaker which I don't got to tell you guys the whole history of these joints right here. Everybody already knows what it is with these. When you talk about 12s, one of the more recognizable Jordan Brand silhouettes. Take a Bred colorway such as these combined with an OG silhouette, one that Mike actually rocked on the court with a really dope backstory and everything like that. You got a huge hit of nostalgia. So you guys already know anytime the Jordan 12s come out, it's always a big thing. But when you talk about these Flu Game 12s, which we saw drop back in March, it kind of feels like this drop just came and went and nobody was really talking about them. But you already know anytime Jordan Brand drops an OG 12 like this, people are gonna go nuts for them, especially the OG collectors. Now, next up, we also have the white cement 4s reported to be restocking as well. Now, when you talk about these white cement 4s, this is a Jordan so iconic that some people would say even like the best Jordan of all time, you know, arguably top 5, which you can't be mad at that. It's subjective at the end of the day. But when you talk about this one, which we saw Jordan Brand drop, you know, to kind of kick off the summer, they did this one dope because all of the times that we've seen this sneaker restocked throughout the years, this time it kind of feels like the most true to the OG when you talk about the shape, the Nike Air on the back, some small little hidden details with this one. Plus, on top of everything being is that this is one of the more popular Jordan drops of the year. Jordan Brand did this one right. Reportedly, the biggest Jordan release of the entire year when you talk about actual stock numbers. So that's a dope one. We're gonna see restocking tomorrow as well. On top of that, reportedly, we're gonna see UNC Reimagined 1s. We're also gonna see the Grape 5s as well as the Jordan 1 Low Obsidians, which those ones, I wouldn't really jump to actually purchase on the restock because more so than likely, those 3 pairs which I just mentioned, you could probably catch them joints like on sale or at least under retail, you know, via the secondary market. So as far as the details, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern via Foot Locker, my guess would be Champs will also feature some restocks as well. Now, on top of those pairs, it looks like Canada will also have their own different sneakers dropping for the restock, which we see here, the Cool Gray 9s, another classic Ferrari 14s, one that may have caught some people off guard as far as like the overall demand and just low stock when you talk about inventory. So I think the different pairs could vary by region. You never know, over here in the States, we could see some of them joints dropping as well. So my guess, as far as like any Jordan retro, which we've seen drop this year, outside of your major collaborations, would be fair game to restock. And as far as the big drop, which I feel like people have been waiting on, you got the black metallic 5s, which according to Eldon monitors are confirmed for tomorrow's major Foot Locker Jordan restock. And out of all of the pairs that we've seen so far, I feel like this one will be the toughest to grab. So I ain't gonna lie, if you're able to get these joints tomorrow, you might as well go ahead and play the lottery because these are gonna be high in demand, you know, with the resale value and everything via the secondary market. These joints drop like right around tax season, and you guys already know any tax season Jordans are gonna go absolutely crazy. But on top of that one, man, they did these right. A little reimagined touch, the white laces on here, you know, the little white trim, you know, on the upper. These joints right here go absolutely crazy. Personal favorite of mine, a sneaker which I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people kind of have like on one of their top sneakers of the year list. And when you discuss like OG Jordans that we've seen drop outside of collaborations, I know you got the Bred 85s, which were super exclusive, but I think this is the pair which tops a lot of people's list. I mean, just look at them. Look how nice these joints are. Nike Air on the back and everything like that. True purists would tell you to swap out that white pair for the black laces, but I feel like it's a nice little pop a nice little touch, making them joints go absolutely crazy. Personally, for me though, I would have preferred my black metallics to have the little 23 on the back heel or whatever, but you know, these are getting the job done right. Quality is pretty decent on these. This is a sneaker which I feel like when you talk about Jordans, this is probably the one that I'm seeing most people rocking, which is dope because that means people love them. You know, they like rocking them with fits. They're easy to wear and everything like that. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern via Foot Locker. It looks like we got the big restock. People have been anticipating when you talk about these Jordan releases, you know, it feels like they're always going to see a restock pop up here and there. And then as far as the big one that most people are excited for, Black Metallic 5. So this is an opportunity to share any of your stories, you know, about any of your favorite Jordan releases of the year that we've seen drop so far. And when you talk about the pairs that we could see dropping tomorrow, let me know which ones you guys are most excited for. So JATV checking in with you guys real quick just to let you know about this little slight restock. It may be worth your time, maybe not, but I thought it'd be a great opportunity to kind of reflect on all of the great Jordan brand releases that we've seen so far here in 2025. And we're only in July, August is approaching, but we're gonna see a lot more heat loading up for Q3 and Q4 when you talk about releases. So drop your feedback down below if you guys made it through the end. Drop a like. Let me know by dropping a salute in the comments below. I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out. Love.
1 of 23.
Now I know these joints right here was super limited.
On September 15th,
but let's just say, for example, Jordan Brand dropped a whole bunch of these. Y'all would call them bricks. They would probably sit. So can y'all really be mad at Jordan Brand for making these exclusive? Making y'all put some respect on these right here?
The NBA threw them out.
Bred 85s, like, this would be a dope pair to see restock.
Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them.
But then again, isn't this a sneaker which they have confirmed that there's supposed to be another release coming up later this year? We'll have to wait on it. I'm kind of curious as far as the details and everything. But yeah, classic. Even though Khaled got his pair, the special box and everything like that, it doesn't take away from how dope this shoe is right here. So we'll have to wait on it, man. Apparently supposed to be dropping later this year.